Talking like for the first time yesterday. I'm with Team Boogie's bills of pain.
Throat problems have plagued Elton John even before he started his Australian tour. At the start, in October, he seemed uncertain whether his voice would stand the strain of 27 concerts.
It's still not back to 100% no, because I've been working it so much. It's still very husky. In fact, what I had walking pneumonia and the boogie woogie flu.
Since then, he cancelled his final Perth concert and collapsed on stage during a Sydney performance. He last sang on the 14th of December. He arrived in Sydney today from Perth to undergo a throat exploratory to look for lumps on his vocal cords. He says he's unsure when he'll be singing again.
I think it's as serious as it's been portrayed. Apparently I'm going to have a Teflon throat in England.
But he will not perform in concert this year.
No, I've just had 4.5 years of it. I don't want to sing at all for another year.
And he said he's disappointed his 32-date United States tour had been cancelled. Elton John was admitted to the hospital today and will undergo the throat investigation tomorrow. Dr. John Tonkin, who operated on former Premier Neville Rand's throat, will perform the operation. And if he finds lumps, he'll do a biopsy to determine whether...
Rock star felt so good after the news, he asked to be discharged from hospital just 2 days after his surgery.
It was just the news to give a man an appetite. After learning of the pathology results, Elton left St Vincent's Hospital, bound for the Seabull townhouse and a celebratory breakfast, the first solids since the operation.
I came back this morning, I had the grapefruit, bran, eggs, toast, tea.
Manager John Reid was also able to give some detail about Tuesday's surgery. One nodule was removed from the left vocal cord. It was caused by Elton overusing his voice, and the singer has been warned that there are to be no more 12-month tours. He's to be careful, and for now, it's complete voice rest.
It's not bad, it's just got one of those children's playboards which you write on and you wipe it.
Far from ruining his voice, doctors expect that in time, Elton will be singing sweeter than ever.
It'll, in fact, have removed the croakiness.
So it'll be an even better sounding Elton.
We hope so.
The first test of his reconditioned vocal cords won't come until October. That's when he plans to go back into the studio and start on some new recordings. Elton will stay on here at the Seabull for the next 6 weeks. Then it's back home to England and more rest. But his fans won't have to wait terribly long to hear from their hero. A live album recorded during this Australian tour will be available in the stores with...
Resting in his luxury hotel suite. The British superstar slipped out of hospital this morning. Doctors gave him the all clear, but Elton wasn't saying a thing.
Elton was under strict instructions not to talk as he left St Vincent's private hospital this morning, so with mouth firmly closed, he gave the thumbs up to show all had gone well with his surgery. The rock singer was in such good spirits, he was discharged less than 48 hours after an operation to remove a growth on his vocal cords, which his surgeon describes as non-malignant. Elton is now resting back at the Seabull townhouse, where his English manager says despite a sore throat, he's displaying a healthy appetite.
What do you have for breakfast, John?
Grapefruit, boiled eggs, toast, and bran.
Elton has to rest his voice for another 7 days when his condition will be reviewed by doctors, and it will be some time before he can sing.
He should be fully recovered within 6 weeks. I suppose he'll be singing again, not in public, for probably a year.
Now communicating by writing on a board, Elton told his publicist, Patty Mostyn, that he wants to thank everyone for their kind thoughts, flowers and support. He's also said he won't be wasting his time recovering, he'll be composing new songs. Cheryl Taylor, National 9 News.
Peter Mitchell next with sport. Our test skipper lays it on the line, and Hannah Mandlikova beaten in the New South Wales Open.